Hello, Oakfield Elementary students. Please stand for the pledge. Our pledgers for today are two fourth grade students, Brianna Lanning and Lucy Wiseman. Take it away, ladies.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Mrs. Primo, for helping them do that pledge. That was awesome. I love that you're being creative and thinking of new ways to do the pledge. We have a couple more fourth graders from Mrs. Primo's class coming up later this week. Today is Wednesday, May 13th, 2020. It's our 35th day of virtual learning. Celebrating birthdays today, William Kinsler, Riley Lemke, and Tiana Sanders. Happy birthday, everyone. I hope you have a great day. It's been a couple days since we've had some student birthdays. Sorry I'm late for announcements today. I've been busy meeting with teachers. Just like teachers check in on you to see if you're doing your work and if you have any questions or doing updates, I meet with them a couple times a week. And today I had all 30 staff on a Google Hangout. So they all were very well behaved. They muted their microphones, they raised their hands, and they laughed at my jokes when I said them. So that's good. All right, moving on. Special days today. Did you know today is National Apple Pie Day, Fruit Cocktail Day, and Crouton Day? Ooh, it's right before lunch. Those days are making me hungry. So if you're looking for something to do today, maybe you could experiment by making an apple pie. That sounds yummy. That would be a nice surprise for supper tonight. Of course, you'd have to ask your parents because we don't always have pie ingredients in the house like that. But maybe you have a little fruit cocktail in your cupboards or your pantry to eat. And, croutons are always good. They're sometimes better than the lettuce. It's also National Frog Jumping Day. So go outside and jump around like a frog. Maybe have a race and see who can be the fastest frog jumper. Super creative ideas to celebrate the day. Okay, for today's joke, I brought in my assistant, Dawson Doyle, to do it because it's a knock-knock joke. The reason I picked a knock-knock joke is because that is our virtual spirit day today. Tell it knock-knock jokes. And it was created by Mrs. Liebelt. So here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Wooden shoe.
Wooden shoe who?
Wouldn't you like to hear a joke? What would you rate that?
0, 10.
0 out of 10? No way. Thanks for your help.
Yeah.
All right, so Mrs. Liebelt chose knock-knock jokes because she actually had a staff bucket that took place in, I believe, February or March, but she wasn't able to meet with those students because our school got shut down and we started virtual learning. So she sent those students knock-knock joke books and popcorn, I believe, to enjoy as her bucket. So that was awesome. Thanks, Mrs. Liebelt. I'm looking for kids or staff to send in knock-knock joke videos. I would love to use those for upcoming jokes because, as my son said, he rated my joke a 0 out of 10. My jokes might be getting a little old, so I need your help. I'm looking for some video jokes from all of you. Moving on, let's talk about our featured videos for today. They're actually featured photos from our Virtual Spirit Week. The first one is a Bitmoji that comes to us from Mrs. Deneen. She wanted to celebrate, she's the math interventionist, and that rock out to music Monday. So check out her Bitmoji. Very clever, Mrs. Deneen. We love it. And then the second one is a picture from the Doring girls, Heidi and Isabel. They celebrated Holiday Hoopla yesterday as they got dressed up, and it looks like they were learning about planets. So take a look at that picture. All right, keep it coming, kids. I need videos to highlight, and the funnier, the better. I'm looking for the virtual spirit days, the dancing. Many of you have been submitting, and we hope to finish strong, so keep it up. Our shout out today, the first one comes to us from Mrs. Lindsley. When looking at the Round 2 writing journal, she was amazed by the students' creative poetry. This was always her favorite unit to teach in the classroom, so she's still glad to see that her students are creating amazing poetry at home. She cannot wait to read more of your poetry this next round. So you are probably turning in some poetry on Monday for our next trunk pickup. Keep it up. Nice job, second grade poets. And Mrs. Albert would like to shout out Ellery Lamb for creating an obstacle course outside around her house, complete with a box, jumps, balance beam, hopscotch, and burpees, to name a few. I hate burpees. Nice job, Ellery. She sent a video of her completing the obstacle course to Mrs. Albert. Super creative. I bet you guys are really getting good with making short videos to send to staff. We sure love it. Keep it up. And then Oak Pride, like I said, is Knock Knock Joke Day. So make sure you send me some good jokes to get us all laughing. And finally, parents and guest teachers, it is trunk pickup day on Monday, so please see this email for details. It'll run from 10:30 to 5:30, just like the last round, and there's a list attached. Please go through the checklist to make sure your students are turning in all their items for teachers, because teachers are starting to work on report cards, and they want to see all the learning that's been happening at home. And of course, keep looking through your house for library books. If you have speech with Mrs. Seeger, she's looking to get her materials back. If you have anything else that is school owned, please start sending it back on Monday so we can start to get things organized. The only thing is you're going to keep your devices for 2 more weeks, and then on June 3rd and 4th, we will be getting those back from you. So please look at the announcement attached to my email that tells you a little bit more about trunk pickup. And finally, to end our announcements today, I have another portrait of Mrs. Doyle, and it was created by Parker Van Beek, and I am relaxing in the park. So when we end announcements today, you'll get to see Parker's drawing. And he must know that pink is one of my favorite colors because that's the shirt I'm wearing. That's all I have for announcements on this wonderful Wednesday, boys and girls. Remember, you got this. We're getting closer and closer every day. So make sure you keep checking in with your teachers, reading the messages, following the calendars that are being sent home, and stay in that green zone and show expected behaviors. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.